A doorbell ring.
I'm not saying put a ring on it. What the fuck are you talking about?
No, I just...
Yeah, I see you.
Okay, Beyonce.
I see you, motherfucker.
Wow, and you're telling me that I got to be careful how I address the girl and boy issue? Jesus Christ.
Well, I'm talking about seeing your kids.
When's the last time you seen your kids? Oh, this is the Hype Podcast. I'm the host with no name.
You starting out with heat. At least my swimmers swim, motherfucker. Shit. I mean, every time you dip in the lake, you can't catch nothing.
It's only because you leave them in the pool. That's why.
I'll leave them in the pool. No, we going in a boat. It's been years. They're like, oh, you gonna have a bunch of them. The fuck I didn't.
I was to say, it's not my fault you don't pull the boat out when you're done.
My boat comes in fully protected. My boat, I'm like the Gordon Fisherman. I walk in with a fucking raincoat. Shit. Hey, motherfucker, yes, it is yellow. You thought it was, you saw my face, you thought it'd be black. No, it is condom fucking yellow because we do not leave deposits. I have not met a woman that looks like Bank of America as of yet. I have not met a woman that looks like US Bank. There is not a woman I've run into that looks like my local friendly credit union that I can join if I live in a so many mile radius. No. So there are no deposits.
If you were just about to ask, so it never goes in half-mast. This is the Hype Podcast. I'm the host with no name.
I am so fresh.
We're kicking it with you every single week. Don't you dare forget to like and subscribe. Hit us up at 503-776-0167 or check us out on thehypepodcast.com.
Or you could rate and review us on iTunes if you felt the need.
You can check us out on social media if would ever update the fucking thing.
Hold on. First off, the iTunes subscription, because I am the project manager here. Let's just say that. And as a project manager, I'm checking up on your work here, and I look at our iTunes subscription. It has not changed. I have not worked for Z100 since I don't know, since music was good.
What do you mean? I fixed our fucking iTunes ratings like a month or so ago.
You didn't fix shit.
I did. I went in and rated a bunch of shit on iTunes.
So here's how it goes. Let's just blow this motherfucker up real quick, because hey, you son of a bitch, you can't rate every episode on fucking iTunes.
No, I didn't.
You even got an Apple account, you fucking Android.
I do actually. I have an iPhone for my new job establishment, so I do have an iCloud account now, which means I can go on iTunes, which all of you should go on iTunes, rate and review the Hype Podcast so we can give you great excuses right now on why you should listen to the show. And here's number one. Number one.
Okay.
You get to hang out with Oso every week. And you get to hang out with me.
That is a plus. Number two.
I
hang out with Oso all week, every week. And I tend to like it. I mean, sometimes the motherfucker does get on my nerves.
Number two, you're going to learn something each week. You may not know that you're going to learn it, but you are definitely going to fucking learn it.
What are you going to learn?
What do you mean, what are you going to learn? You're going to learn about all the shit that Oso can tell you about cartoons, about Afghanistan, about love.
Yeah, we can talk about love.
About sunshine. About children and Ring doorbells, apparently. About bags of fruit snacks with ooey gooey jelly in the middle.
Hey, if you do not have those fruit snacks that squirt in your mouth, and I say that in the nastiest way you can fucking hear it, but you know, I am the fruit snack man, and those fruit snacks that squirt in your mouth, you can't beat those. Like back in the day, I don't know if you're old enough to remember, son, but they had Tidal Wave gum.
I remember Tidal Wave gum.
Like the commercial motherfucker be on a boat and he's like, don't bite into the gum. He bites into the gum, and then a Tidal Wave comes up. I'm like, fuck yeah. Hey, let me tell you something. My sister Celeste, shout out to Celeste. She left a device here. And I call it a device. Now, have you ever been at one of these parties where people serve drinks and like things that, what do they call it, when they use a needle on you, what do they call the thing that they use?
A syringe?
Yeah, but it's a big syringe.
Yeah,
like the big syringe. You know, like if you go to like certain clubs and they
a turkey baster.
Yeah, like they'll
okay.
Like they'll put the drink in there.
Yeah. Okay.
You ever use one of those?
Yeah.
That don't feel fucking right to have some shit squirting in my mouth like that. Maybe I seen too many movies, bro, but fuck no. I was like, she was like, you gonna drink it? Yeah, I'm gonna drink it. I got one sitting in the refrigerator now because that don't feel right.
Listen, what kind of parties are you hanging out at?
I'm telling you, do not use a syringe to drink alcohol if you are a male. It just does not feel right. Liquid was not meant to enter a man's mouth like that.
That's like some exotic erotic ball shit. You remember that? You remember the fucking exotic erotic ball or whatever from the radio station way back when?
Yeah, they used to do that back in the day. Just to shock us a little bit.
Yeah, right.
Well, we got clubs for that now.
Yeah.
But really, I do want to say, hey, to that one person that rated the show.
Yeah.
And she was very nice. She did this a couple years ago. I want to let you know, we have 231 episodes. I want you to apply. 231 episodes.
Jesus. That's a lot of fucking, that's like, what, 3 months worth of work?
Yeah, that's a lot of shit.
Over 5 years?
Yeah, that's about 7.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it's been a while.
We've been around a long time.
So we got one review. We have 8 people that rated the show. So I want you to go rate the show if you're listening. And the one review said, I love listening to these two banter back and forth. Definitely an entertaining listen. And I will recommend it for those who wish to laugh.
I like how you read that like it was a children's book, too.
Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah.
Oh, my God. I will fuck you up, Angela.
So the moral of the story is go to iTunes, rate and review, leave us 5 stars. We'll be way easier to find. And we have so many more reasons that you should listen to this show. For example, Oh So Fresh's knowledge of G.I. Joes is second to none.
Well, I got to give you some advice on listening to the fucking show.
Right.
Because if you haven't rated us yet, it's because you have not listened to the show properly. Because I have tried to...
What do you mean?
I have tried to digest this motherfucking show with people, and they interrupt just like your son of a bitch ass.
What? I'm on the show. How am I interrupted?
You missed the setup or the payoff to a joke. If you one of those motherfuckers that hears one word, you ever watch TV with a motherfucker that hears one thing
all the time,
and then they want to talk about it for 10 minutes? Well, I missed... Angela Lansbury just solved the murder on Murder, She Wrote, but I missed it because you was talking about what kind of Dodge Neon this motherfucker was driving. Shit.
If knowing's half the battle, I don't know shit because of your bitch ass.
You know, I'm sitting there, I'm listening to the show and motherfucker, I can't even hear my own jokes. So just let your friends know, it is a fast-paced show. We do talk a lot, and we talk a lot of shit.
Listen,
and
you're going to miss a lot of golden nuggets if you can't just close your mouth for 30 minutes.
Because I was a big fan of G.I. Joe. And here's how it works. You know, you watch the whole goddamn G.I. Joe episode, but you always waited to the end so you could get that tip. You know, knowing is half the battle. Don't be that motherfucker that talks through the whole tip. So I might not know how to deal with crisis with my friends or heal a fucking cut, but because knowing is half the battle, but your ass had to talk about it. And let me say something else about this girl G.I. Joe shit. The Rock ain't in G.I. Joe. I just want to say that.
What do you mean The Rock? Like Dwayne The Rock Johnson?
I haven't seen any of the movies because they did not include my favorite character. My favorite character is called Shipwreck. He is my favorite character. He's the only G.I. Joe that had a parrot. If you got a parrot, if you own a parrot, if you've ever seen a parrot, if you have a friend that knows how to do the parrot voice, or if you just eaten Fruit Loops at some point in your life, follow who knows wherever it goes. Oh, he's a toucan, huh?
Yeah. That's why I was wondering where the fuck you were going.
I thought Toucan Sam was it's in the fucking name. Toucan Sam. Well, God. Even if you're a parrot-looking motherfucker, you should enjoy the show. Shut up when the show's on.
That is definitely a great reason. And now, see, you've learned Oso's favorite G.I. Joe character is somebody no one's ever even heard of.
His name is Shipwreck.
And he's got a parrot.
And he's a good guy. And the bad guy I like is Cobra Commander, dressed as him for Halloween. It was awesome.
You dressed up as Cobra Commander for Halloween.
Man, I was balling out of control. I think I paid $150 for the outfit. I look cool.
Where did you make this outfit or did you just buy it?
I buy outfits. I don't make shit. What do I look like?
Well, you make T-shirts, you make hats, you make all
What
this.
I look like Raggedy Ann and Andy? I'm not buying no fucking shit. When the Halloween store open, and whatever. I mean, it's stopping at the Halloween store is occasional, just like last week, going to the weed store.
Dude, that that has nothing to do with the Halloween store.
They're both places you can get tripped the fuck out. They both have creepy people working there.
Dude, you are not lying about that
shit. And there's
shit.
going to be somebody there with black fingernails at both of them.
God. So first and foremost, if you guys have not been to a weed store in this area, I highly, and they are not a sponsor of the show. Let me preface this story with that. So we roll
But
on.
if you would like to sponsor the show, pop in these new shoes.
Yeah, hit us up, 503-776-0167. We go down to Main Street Marijuana, right here, downtown Vancouver, and we roll in, and we go to park, and this dude in like fucking short, like khaki cargo shorts and hiking boots with a fucking apron on, who was like 350 pounds. He's got his little baby mask over his face. Oso and I stroll in there in our work gear. So I'm in casual dress. I got like a, collared t-shirt. Oso's in slacks, dress shoes, and a button up. And he's like, "Oh, would you gentlemen like a mask?" Like he said it just like that, like he was a hotel concierge.
Yeah, because he wasn't going to turn me away because I didn't have one. Because last week was the first week to have one.
Yeah.
And I was really bad at it. You know what? I suffered through the shot, you son of a bitch. What the fuck I got to wear a mask for?
That's a whole separate topic.
That's a whole separate topic.
I'm not even going to get into.
No, but I found it very convenient because nobody last week was turning you away about not having a fucking mask on.
Right.
But if you want me to wear one, it would be very polite for you to have them.
Well, and at the angle that I was standing, I was kind of looking over your shoulder. The angle that I was standing at, it literally looked like he had pulled it out of his pocket, which I thought was awkward. Until I got up there and he was like, "And for you, sir?" Like he was taking my drink order. And I'm like, "No, thanks. I'm good."
Dude came out with a bucket of masks.
Yeah, he had him in a bucket. He had him in a whole fucking bucket. And so he like holds up this bucket to me and he was like, "And for you, sir?" And I was like, "No, thanks, I'm good." And he's like, "Okay, we're not going to make you wear it."
You know what really happens is the masks are only so effective, let's be honest. And these motherfuckers are like, "I'd rather have you sell you weed and have you come get some airborne AIDS." You know what I'm saying? I mean, they're like, "I got kids to feed. So airborne AIDS and weeds, hey, man, you can get them both."
So we get in there. And not only are they, and like if they were on iTunes, I'd give them 5 stars because they held our hand, basically, walked us around the entire store and was like, "Could I interest you in some delightful edibles, good sir?" And Oso's like, "Y'all got some keef?" And they were like, "Oh, I'm terribly sorry, my good man. We do have some delicious banana caramel edibles if you would like those. They're a slight toffee flavoring, like a saltwater taffy you would buy at the beach."
Hey, bro, that's not what the fuck I asked for. I mean, what's really changed? This is too much opportunity. Back in the day, you just took what they gave you.
Yeah,
You'd have to wait half the fucking day for the weed man to get there. Then the motherfucker want to sit there and smoke it with you.
Yeah.
I mean, really, weed stores are like prostitution. You just pay these motherfuckers to get the fuck away.
Yeah.
Because the weed man always came by. He made you wait 4 hours, then taxed you. "Oh, you want to put that in a blunt?" Motherfucker, I don't even smoke blunts. Fuck. Weed man come by your house, want to smoke half your fucking weed. Now you go to the store, you leave all your weed. That's the luxury of it. And it's cheaper.
No, so we're rolling around this store, and this dude takes Oso over to the pipe section. And if you've ever grown up well, you know what? I'm going to let him tell it. But if you've grown up in the 90s, it got awkward. It went from 0 to awkward real quick.
Let me tell you something about the pipe section, my friends. Because I got this shit called, what is this? Shatter or whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
This is overpriced concentrated shit. And I was like, "Oh, well, how do you use that?" And this motherfucker pulls out the longest, clearest glass, fucking straight Pied Piper looking ass pipe I had seen in my motherfucking life. And I was like, "You don't do the right kind of drugs in that shit." I grew up in the fucking 90s. That looked like a fucking crack pipe.
It was a full-blown crack pipe.
It looked like I'm like, you sell crack pipes here? I may have to take my business someplace else, sir. I was really spooked. I lived through crack. Crack ain't cool.
I have never seen Oso turn bright red in my entire life until that moment. He like pulled back from the counter and was like, "Nah, I don't even want to breathe that in. I don't want to be anywhere near it."
Because I had to tell this guy, like, you might not notice this. A lot of people didn't notice this, but starting like in the 80s, it seemed like every convenience store you went to sold those little roses in the glass vial.
Yeah.
And you couldn't get away from everywhere you went. Hey, if you didn't know, those were fucking crack pipes. That's the only reason they sold them.
Yeah, no way.
Nobody wanted you to patch things up with your fucking wife when you got home. No, you take the fucking rose out and then you turn the thing into a fucking crack pipe.
They wanted you to crack things up with your wife when you got home.
It was a goddamn crack pipe.
That is fucking crazy,
and they were everywhere.
But let me tell you the craziest part. Like, you think that's wild? Fasten your fucking seatbelts, ladies and gentlemen. On our way out, we're leaning up against the counter, waiting for these motherfuckers to call our name.
Oh man, not this.
And we're standing there, and I happen to look down, and I'm like, "Oh, so what the fuck is that?" And we both turn around. They had bags of weed sugar. And
okay. I was thinking a totally different instance. There could be more.
So I'm sitting there, and immediately, out of nowhere, this dude who was not behind the counter before we saw the weed sugar, after we see the weed sugar, there's instantly a fucking clerk there like, "How may I help you?" And we're like, "Dude, weed sugar?" He's like, "Yeah, you put in Kool-Aid." And Oso's like, "Put that shit on my cornflakes, motherfucker."
I could not believe it was weed sugar. So you could go to work and they come in little packets, just like a sweet and low.
Yeah,
just like really, you could just
sprinkle that bitch in your coffee.
Now, if you wanted to make a couple quarts of Kool-Aid, it might get really fucking expensive. I ain't gonna lie.
That's your concern?
Especially if you make, let's just call it ethnic Kool-Aid. It's gonna take you a lot of that shit to make it go. But I was like, wow, just simplify it.
Dude, you're telling me that's your concern. I mean, yeah, it might take $80 to make a fucking pitcher of Kool-Aid, but you're gonna be on another planet for 2 fucking weeks.
That Kool-Aid would get you all fucked up.
Imagine if
sugar packets.
What do you put in Kool-Aid? Like 1 cup of regular sugar?
Yeah, you put a full cup in there. How many sugar packets go into a fucking cup?
I'd say probably 80. But dude, 80 fucking sugar. No, imagine this. I just now thought of this because you brought it up. I forgot it was in little baby packets. What if you just bring that shit to work? Accidentally put it in your coffee?
I like my job, so there is no what if. So what if at my old job I brought that shit to work? How about that? This is how you keep your job. No, I would never. I just want to say that sometimes a hype podcast is admissible. Fuck no. I would never bring that shit to work. But at a previous job that I held sometime in the past, I probably would take that shit to work. And you know, because it looks like a regular old sugar packet.
It does. Like, you could easily, like, do not put this shit if you own sugar packets or even little packages of tea at your home, do not put them side by side with these motherfuckers.
You up there standing next to Bob getting some coffee in the morning, you fucking around, you still wiping the cold out your eye, even though you got the fancy cologne, but it's still a little cold in your eye. You standing next to Bob, "Hey Bob, I brought some sugar in. You want some sugar?" Bob's like, "Fuck yeah." Oh man, a packet of sugar, because sometimes at the job site a packet of sugar is a little bit hard to come by.
Right.
So yeah, he's like, "Fuck yeah, a packet of sugar." Then this motherfucker can't stop buying Doritos out of the vending machine for the rest of the fucking day.
Dude, check this out.
That's 10 milligrams. That's a lot.
That's a lot of shit. Dude, I got to derail you for 1 second. Check this out. So I'm at work today, and one of the bigwigs is in the office, right? This motherfucker rolls by, and he smells like a Russian mobster. Like, he put on the whole bottle of cologne, right? And I was like,
that gets expensive.
Yeah.
I tried it.
So I was like, "Damn, man, you know, what is that?" Right? And he goes, "You know what I tell ladies when they say that to me?" And he's got like this shit-eating grin on his face. I'm like, "No, what?" He goes, "When somebody goes, 'Hey, that smells good. What is that?' He goes, 'A hard-on. I didn't know you could smell it, though.'" And this is one of like the executives. I was just like, holy shit. I was like, dude, I'm stealing that. I'm definitely stealing that shit.
I'll give you I'll give you the corny line. The corny line. I got the corny line.
I'm ready.
Oh, so your name is Oso? Oh, your name is James, huh? Yeah. Mr. Right if you're a lady. Yeah, girl, you officially met Mr. Right. This the one that you wrote about in your notebook? You used to scribble about me on your little peachy folder. Your Trapper Keeper has my name all over it. You met Mr. Right. Now, are you going to take this opportunity or are you going to walk away? It's Mr. Right, only if you're a lady. Now you have to question your quality too. Are you a lady? Because if you are, you can call me Mr. Right. If not, you can call me Mr. Goodbye.
This motherfucker said you used to write about me on your Trapper Keeper.
School like a motherfucker. Because motherfuckers remember shit. Same way I remember grudges.
We talked about that last week. Let me tell you something.
Let me tell you, I bought a whole nother side of beef after this shit happened. Oh, there's a whole nother story.
So you're telling me it didn't go Mr. Right?
No, it did not go Mr. Right. Let me tell you something that happened last week. So last week, to bring you up to speed, just in case you missed the episode, if you did, fuck you, still rate us on iTunes. To get you up to speed, last week I received a record, Zap, the first album, with More Bounce to the Ounce on it. You know,
bounce to the ounce.
Yeah, there you go. Bootsy Collins playing bass on there. Really good song. You're not doing a very good job. Thank you. So I can hear it looks like somebody ran their cleats over it. That's cool. So I hit the guy up after the show and I say, hey, this record's in bad condition. I described what was wrong with it.
No, wait a minute. Did you hit it? Did Oso Fresh hit him up, or did the non-animal side of Mr. Right hit him up as the professional? What happened? Read me this review.
Slow down. So first I hit him up and I said, hey, the record, the record's bad. It only came in like a outer case. I mean, it's bad. And he refunded my money like instantly.
Right.
Okay. I was like, I'm going through my PayPal. I was like, dang, where'd I get $12 from? Because it was 12. I said it was like $5 or $7. No, it was 12. No case. So after that, I didn't even know he gave me the $12 back. I didn't know this. It's $12. What the fuck you gonna do with $12?
Buy a pack of smokes?
Motherfucker, I wipe my ass with $12. There's $12. The $12 bill sitting all over my goddamn bathroom right now. Wipe my ass with $12.
I'm gonna be right back.
So I hit him up and I say, you're supposed to review the guy you buy it from. So I reviewed him and I go in and I say, I don't often give bad feedback, but this is the worst transaction I've had on Discogs. Please block me or take this feedback to improve. Keep your inventory up to date because he was missing a record. Be timely because it took a month to get the shit. And rate your records correctly because he sent me a record that was all fucked up. You sent an unplayable record. Do better. That's all I fucking put.
Yeah.
Then this motherfucker comes back and says, take down your review if you don't want more problems.
More problems.
Yeah, that's what I got in the email.
I feel like that he intentionally sent you a bad record then. Because I mean, he sent the problem. The problem was the record.
I was mesmerized that there'd be more problems. No. I mean, let's really put it all in check. Okay. I see that as I'm walking out to my car after work. Right. I'm a superstar in my slacks, leaving my job, in good disposition. The sun was shining. It was overcast, but the sun was shining in my heart. I felt good. This motherfucker calls me.
How'd he get your number?
I guess it's on there. You can find me anywhere. Any ladies' room from here to fucking San Mateo. You can find my fucking phone number. Anyway, never the men's room. I'm sorry. $20 is not $20 anymore. Sorry. So this motherfucker calls me and tells me to take the review down or there's going to be some problems. I said, no. I said, you shouldn't have sent me a record like that.
Right.
And, it was his attitude and the way he approached me. I would have been civil about it.
Right. Yeah.
And I said, check this out, motherfucker. He's like, well, I gave you your money back quick. I said, check this out. I'll send you the $12. I'll send you $24 back. This motherfucking review is not coming the fuck down. So what do you think of that? And then he go call me a bitch. So let me. This is where I just slid his stop. He called me a bitch. This is where you learned how to stand down, ladies and gentlemen. He called me a bitch. I said, only bitches call names, and I have not called you a name, sir. Oh, we need a bomb for that. Another bomb for that. Applause for a brother that can keep his self-control. So this is not the end. This is not the end. Shit. Oh, there was a climax to it. Then the motherfucker goes, after I said that, Gob stopped the fuck up, calls me a porch monkey.
Shut the fuck up.
In the hall of classic racial slurs that I've heard as of late. And I feel funny saying it on the show because I don't say the N-word on the show.
Right.
Very often. But
yeah, very often.
Very often. It's very rare. You go through 231 episodes, maybe 10 of them. All right? It happens.
Sure.
But no, this motherfucker called me a fucking porch monkey and I had to process it. I was like, oh, wow. Then I was a porch monkey and I was like, all right, well, I'll roll with that. Whatever the fuck. I got my money back.
Now, wait a minute. Isn't this guy black too?
Let's get to that. So, this motherfucker rates me back, which I had a perfect rating.
Yeah.
Because I pay on time. I take my fucking shit. This motherfucker says, do not use. I have sold and graded over 100,000 records and have had 4 record stores. I don't know what happened to all 4 of them. You had 4 of them and now you don't have any more. Obviously, you aren't good at math because you couldn't keep your books straight. I had 4 record stores. What'd you do? You bought a record company? No, you only hear Discogs. So he says, and offer full refunds with any issues. This is where it goes off the chain. Jealous folks get on here and want to make fake accounts to eliminate successful multi-platinum black competition. Avoid. This same motherfucker that called me a porch monkey. I mean, was that a term of endearment? Because we call each other the N-word all the time, and we happy with each other.
You know what?
So I didn't know. Maybe he lives in L.A. and they call each other porch monkey, and they dap up. You know, I mean, they're not putting it on the rap record, so I don't know.
You know what you're running into here?
What?
You're buying records from Tupac Shakur.
Only Tupac Shakur should be bold enough.
He can't make records anymore, so he's slanging records on Discogs.
So he will only want to be bold enough to call me a fucking porch monkey.
He's sitting in his room like, Hail Mary, you better take that shit down.
See, you know, the thing is, Tupac finally found me because me and him got a fucking problem.
Here we go. Here we go.
I've mentioned it about 200 times in 231 episodes.
Jesus
Tupac
Christ.
died on my motherfucking birthday. So the death of Tupac is coming up.
There you go.
And every goddamn birthday, motherfuckers go, did you know Tupac died today? And I said, do you know your Lord and Savior, Oh So Fresh, was born today? Hallelujah. Hey, man, can I get your Lord and Savior, Oh So Fresh, was born today? You talking about Tupac.
Dear Lord, as we take this day, our daily bread, please shut the fuck up about Tupac Shakur. We know he's in your head. Because you already know. So it's about that time to go. This is the Hype Podcast. I'm the host with no name.
I mean, if Tupac gonna be sending me records, at least autograph the motherfuckers.
And yes, I'm bad at prayer. I admit it.
I don't want to copy it to your mama. I don't want to copy California Love. I don't even know if I have any Tupac records.
If they gonna be you know what he's gonna do? He's gonna carve his name in these motherfucking records. That's what he's gonna do. They're not even going to be playable. He's just going to etch his name into the record.
If Tupac is alive and you listen to the show, hey, thanks for being...
Thanks for selling me records on Discogs, baby.
Selling me records on Discogs. I'm really happy about that. I mean, that's pretty dope. I don't really appreciate you dying on my birthday. I just want to say that. I mean, if you listen to the show, because the famous motherfuckers listen to the show, and a dead-ass Tupac, if you listen to the show, you know what? I paid you off. We all paid our debt. Because Tupac, motherfucker.
Would you be mad?
Tupac straight up. We done heard California Love so many goddamn times that the debt is fucking paid. You should have hung out with better people, my friend.
Would you be even madder if you found out he was alive? Because then it's been like 25 years of him not being dead on your birthday.
I think Tupac, this is a podcast after the podcast, and I want to tell you the official debt that is due Tupac if you are still alive. For every time some motherfucker ran up on me and said, you know Tupac died today? Fuck. $20. I'd at least be able to go get an Impossible Burger. It's so fresh. We out of here.
Fuck it. We'll do it live.
Oh, God damn.